What's going on, bro? How's it going? Good to see you. What kind of martial art is this? That's what I was practicing is the Shaolin Lohan Gon. Okay? Hard style Qigong. Hard style Qigong set. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. No hablas español. Sorry, you gotta use Google Translate, brother. What's going on, Kaya? Yes, we're doing iron hand training. Or iron palm training. Whatever you want to call that. So this is just a cotton bag. Inside, there's marble. Depending on your level, you have different elements or items in your cotton bag, or what they call a cotton pillow. Again, if you want to start iron palm training, I have playlists on my channel. You can go check them out. A free tutorial video how to start iron palm, and also the science behind it, the understanding, if you want to know more about it. Check out my playlist. No problem. Yes, I already know how to spar, brother. I already sparred before. Please, just because you don't see me with somebody doesn't mean I never sparred. What's going on, bro? Yep. That is one way. That is one benefit. Yeah. I'm doing the wrist. Yeah. Actually, that's not the point of martial arts, to fight. If you want to fight, sign up for kickboxing, train for 6 months, and then fight. But when you practice deeper levels of Shaolin Kung Fu, it's about inner cultivation, inner alchemy, Taoistic principles. So I'm not going to tell you about street altercations and different situations. I know what I do works for me, and it changes my mentality. Most importantly, my mind. That's the thing, when you start martial arts, you think you're going to beat everybody up, and then you get humbled. And then you figure out it's not about that. That's maybe your first 3 years of mentality when you start training martial arts. The point is to train so you never have to fight. And I'll tell you something else. Life is a fight. Yes, I'm hitting the wrist. This is also a point of attack if it's conditioned. Hammer fist, back fist, wrist. Life is a fight, especially if you're a man. Make your mind strong. Get iron will. Iron will carry you through a lot of dark times, guys. I'm hitting a granite stone. Yeah? This will make you mentally stronger. If I'm hitting a granite stone and I already know how to punch, what do you think will happen if I punch somebody? I don't need to know and find out. I hope I don't. Yes, exactly. You can punch bare knuckle much easier without the wrist bending. Any kind of punch you want to choose. Even with this guy, people think they can punch him bare knuckle very hard. Try it. Your wrist will bend, especially where the body is. Especially those shots. Yeah, they're gonna sprain and maybe even break. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Again, if you want to know more about Iron Palm, check out my playlists on my channel. This granite stone is fine. He's been chilling for a few hundred years already, if not thousands, yeah? Ignorance is bliss. Another ignorant GMO. Mr. Skill Willie, I hope you're not going to hit some stones because there's a lot more to this that you need. Get a cotton bag and fill it with rice. Stuff it with rice or beans and start with that. I already have a video showing you how to do that. And within 100 days, you will already have a different hand. It sounds sus because you need to clean the filth from your mind. Please, corn is not the only way of life, my friend. I know you've been psyoped into that way. You cannot start with stones. I already said this is a different level. How can you start with granite if you've never hit wood? Okay, you need to hit some bamboo or some kind of tree, teak wood, oak. But even before that, there are other levels before that. Again, if you want to know more, check out my playlist. There's free content there. Any kind of questions, I always answer. But start with the basics, please. Your hand is very delicate. Very, very delicate. Wood is okay to start, but you should have some herbal rub, some liniment. Okay, I would actually recommend you pinky on right hand. I would recommend you start with rice, actually. Yeah. Check out my playlist. Everything is in the video. Yes, Mr. Jake Taylor, you have to build up your hand. That's the point. Your hand is very fragile because of capillaries, blood vessels, ligaments, your tendons. That's why you can start forearm and shin training at a higher level before you start hand training. Okay. Can this make broken bones worse? My friend, you need to knit, okay? Knit your bones back together. Okay, you need to heal your bones first. There's a wonderful herb called comfrey root that exactly is for that purpose. Not even hitting it, just clubbing it. My friend, True North, you have no idea what a granite stone feels like. How can you even comment on such a thing? The more you smash, the more microfracture take place and become stronger. That is just one aspect of it. That is just one aspect. What kind of boxing do I do? I do Western boxing. Okay, there's also Hanuman or monkey boxing. There's all kinds of boxing. I'm glad you feel better, True North. Maybe you need a hug from your mama. Maybe she left you out some warm milk. Where did I get a perfect stone? From the river. We have natural granite up in Canada. No, it's easier for shins and forearms because the bones are bigger. That's exactly what I say. The bones are bigger and they're less fragile. Did you not hear what I said the first time? I said the bones here are very small and there's other things you have to worry about. This also works your mind. Yes, sir. explosive knuckle push-ups are amazing. I do them from time to time. You can see me put up those videos, but just doing knuckle push-ups, especially on the decline, okay, so meaning your hands are down, your legs are up, doing knuckle push-ups like that, that'll increase your obviously endurance, your conditioning in your knuckles and your hand, your wrist, and increase punching power as well. Yeah, you never said small bones. Watch it on replay. You said capillaries and some other crap. Again, Mr. SPH, I'm so glad you feel validated. Now go to TikTok, my friend. Go to TikTok with the rest of them. Don't forget to condition your forehead. Yeah. I'm glad a lot of you guys come here to feel validation. Maybe you need that in your life. But as I always say in my other lives, I say the same thing about the hand. So if you want to correct me, do your thing. Does that hurt super bad? No. Do you use Dit Da Jiao? I use it before and after. And throughout the day. Herbal liniment, Dit Da Jiao. 100%. But the important thing is you need to have the right formula of Dit Da Jiao. A lot of people sell it and they don't even practice iron palm. They just tell you it's good for blood stagnation or this or that. You need to get it from somebody that actually trains it and uses it, and you can see their hand is actually big and they hit the stone or the iron or whatever they're doing. Why granite? Because granite actually, when you look at the density, right, it's just above marble. Okay, marble is already a good level, but granite, right, the old saying, tough as granite, okay, tough as stone. So granite is the element that we use in monkey boxing. I never said my hand is big, but I'm glad you feel better, Mr. Jamal. Jamal. What an amazing last name. Sounds like a ditty. What jiao do you use? I received the jiao especially for this purpose. It has over 25 ingredients in there. Over 25 things. But again, if you want a regular basic jiao, I also have a video how to make that. If you're just starting out for iron palm. How much for the purchase of your rock? I never bought it. I never bought. I fight. This looks like BS. Well, my friend, why do people do brick knuckle push-ups? Is that BS? Why do people hit their shins with wood? Is that BS? This is just an accessory to fighting. People come here and have their blood pressure raised before noon because they think this is me fighting. This is just hardening skills, okay? Conditioning, for Western term. Please don't get your blood pressure up because of me, okay? Watch your cortisol levels. Very important. Should I buy Bob XL or regular Bob? It's up to your preference. If you don't kick, just buy Bob. If you like to kick, you have your options here. Okay, the thigh kick to the thigh, or even if you're practicing Jeet Kune Do to the groin, you can do this, all these kind of shots with the hammer fist, if you know Jeet Kune Do. If not, this is fine. Right here, you have the body, the torso, the head. That's more than enough. You go by Thunder Bay? No, brother, that's like 10 plus hours away from me. Hitting their shins with wood is actually proven to increase bone and density. Yes, sir. Let's see. Actually, Jordan, I'm not getting defensive. All I'm doing is responding to your comment because you said that this is BS. That means that you are coming with aggression. You shouldn't do that as a fighter, right? You should have some self-control as a man. You can come and say, I don't understand this, but don't just say this is BS, right? Unless you figure you come to that conclusion, but you didn't. All you did was assume. Don't get mad because, listen, don't get mad because I'm giving you it back, right? I fight too. This helps many things, but hard in your hand. It's easy to punch without hurting your hand. In fighting, it's easy to break your hand. It's very easy to break your hand. That's why people can't even do fingertip push-ups, wrist push-ups. Those are the basics that you should know as a fighter. This is the basic stuff. Bro getting rage baited. I don't know where, Mr. Batista, but I hope you feel better after that comment. Bob is great for training up amputees. Well, you can say the same thing about a heavy bag. A heavy bag doesn't have arms either. So I don't really know what your point is. And Mr. Jordan, I already explained. And if you want to know more, check out my playlist. Brother, the shape on your rock. Sucker for the time of punches. I don't know what you said, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Gradually easing into the best. Yes, gradually, of course. Everything is gradual. What is monkey boxing? Monkey boxing goes back to before Muay Thai. Okay, before Muay Thai, you had Muay Baran. Okay, before Muay Baran, you had many things. Muay Chaya and Hanuman boxing, which is monkey boxing. Okay, Hanuman is the ancient monkey god of India. Okay, that's why they have all these in the Muay Baran. They have all these punches. They have the hammer fist punches. They block with the elbows and the forearms because everything is conditioned. It's the same thing. Why doesn't your body bag have arms? Which body bag? This is not a body bag. This is a Sentry Bob, the company Sentry. And this is just a guy that actually you can target the liver specifically, the sternum, very good. Okay, certain points of the jaw, the ear, the neck. That's why it's very good, but a heavy bag will do. Heavy bag will do exactly that. What do you think of Taekwondo? I like it. It's just not a complete system. It works where there's a gap. You need 100% gap. A phone booth fight will not suffice. No, I don't fight professionally. Brother, why the disrespect? I say this looks pointless. I asked for explanation. My friend, I already gave you the explanation. And as I said, if you want to really know more, check out my playlist. I set up playlists exactly for these questions. Do you train Silat? No, but I love Silat. Silat is... the real stuff is amazing. If you're just starting out with martial arts, Mr. Kiwan, just get a heavy bag. And just start out with a heavy bag first. Fought in what sense? Not professionally. I haven't fought professionally, no. That's why they call it mixed martial arts. You need to train many different things. Exactly. Exactly. Can you share more about Hanuman boxing? What would you like me to share? There's a lot of ancient systems that people don't even know. That's why they say Muay Thai is the best. And then they even say Muay Baran doesn't work. When Muay Baran is too dangerous. I'm very sorry. It's actually very similar to Kung Fu when you look at it. Okay, you have different strikes with the two uppercuts, two Ds, and all kinds of different applications. All kinds of applications. Do I grapple? I don't grapple now, but I have grappling experience. Hey Dino, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. No, I have not fought in a sanctioned fight. No, sir. Can I purchase your rock? Yeah. You guys are killing me right now. I'm in my 30s, brother. I train because this is my passion, and this is what I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. What is this, Wing Chun? No, not Wing Chun, no. The highest level Wing Chun goes is the wooden element for hardening. Yeah. Who's my favorite fighter? I don't have one favorite fighter, but I'm a big fan and got a lot of inspiration from Anderson Silva, from Fedor Emelianenko, and if you're talking about boxers as well, I love very good boxing. Very shitty brother. Mr. Jordan, again, with the disrespect, why would I tolerate such GMO behavior? Please, I know you want to feel validated, but this is not the platform, my friend. All the name of self-defense. Is the liniment scientific? Of course. Wing Chun, I agree, it's not good by itself. Nice, appreciate it, Wolf. Yeah. Stop being like that to viewers. Interesting. Have a blessed day too, brother. Thank you, Owen. Yeah. Where did I get the dummy? I got it from my Sifu, and I got it used because the new ones are hella expensive. His kid drew some doodles on it with the marker, so I got it very good price. Why do I hit with the underside of my fist? What do you mean, the hammer fist? Because hammer fist is a technique. Even this is a technique, okay, what they call the chop. Okay, people don't realize there's a jugular and a carotid artery in your neck. If anybody did jiu-jitsu, you understand that there's a blood choke and an airway choke, okay? Two kinds of chokes. And anybody that knows what carotid means, carotid literally means to go to sleep, because if you put pressure on it enough, you will pass out. So a good strike with a conditioned hand, right in the neck. Mr. Edward knows then. There's a blood choke and an air choke. Two kinds of chokes. Gravel works better. I don't know how gravel is more dense than granite, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Did you start off using a rock? No, I did not. And you shouldn't either. If you want to start iron palm training, check out my playlist. I have free playlists on my channel. Why would I need to get into fights? Somebody said, how often do I get into fights? I didn't know that you need to train martial arts just to get into fights and to get into trouble and get a criminal record. I didn't know that. It's actually new to me. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Appreciate it, brother. By the way, how much do you weigh? I'm around 185 to 190. That's where my fluctuation is. Why don't you grapple anymore? I'm not in the big city. There's not even a real gym here. I'm in a small town now, but I may move back to Toronto or the GTA, so we'll see. Punch bag black. Let me see. Yeah. Remember, this is not even a regular river rock or river stone. This is granite. Check out the MAH, the density of stones. Again, my Sifu was about 5'7", and he competed in the 90-kilogram weight class in Japan, the kickboxing tournaments. Okay. When you start training iron palm and you start doing semen retention and you do qigong breathing, you get denser because of the bones and the what they call the wei qi. If anybody knows about traditional Chinese medicine, you know something called wei qi, your defensive qi. You mess up with retention, it depends on your own character. So some people get happier, some people get more mad and aggressive and more depressed because it's all about guiding your lust energy, okay? The energy that you're retaining. In qigong, this is very easy to do. You need proper breathing meditations. Okay, you have to guide your qi, your seed. I already punched before, my friend. I have these bags full of marble. This is what I used to punch. My knuckles are already fine. Okay, my knuckles. I punched the wooden dummy. Mr. Hector, stay ignorant, my friend. How long have I been doing this? I've been hitting this for almost 4 years now. He's hitting a brick on a moving table. Yes, my friend, this is a brick. You have amazing eyes. 2020. What is your style? Smooth brain morning. Just stop. That's made out of Play-Doh with super glue. You exposed me. Very good. I'm glad that you feel better now. Who is your pick, Ilya or Islam? I like Ilya. You've seen what Volkanovski did the first time, but we'll see. I don't even watch MMA. I just catch the highlights a few weeks later, to be honest. I don't really know who's fighting. My day is going well. Thanks for asking. I hope you're having a good day as well. Kung Fu never works. Laugh my ass off. What's the best way to start martial arts? The best way there is just start it. I don't know what way, what other way. Just start it today, right now. Mr. Anthony, please. It's not even noon. Just watch your cortisol for your own health, please. Muay Thai. Yeah. How can I start iron body or iron hand training? I have playlists on my channel for free. You can go check them out. I answer every question. It depends what you're training for, February. Man, got so many bad habits that I start something immediately and quit. Any tips? Develop your will. That's all I can tell you. Develop your iron will. I don't fight pro. People don't even realize what Kung Fu is. Kung Fu originally, the real system had grappling, wrestling, striking. and submissions and joint locks. When they say that Kung Fu doesn't work, it had everything. People can't even, you have to look it up right now. What is Chinese wrestling or Shaolin wrestling? There's a name for it. Mr. Bhutia, I would be very careful because you need the right method to train this. Shaolin is Japanese. I think you have that the other way around, my friend. Okinawan karate came from Shaolin, not the other way around. Do I have a Wing Chun dummy? Yes, I do. Kung Fu Master vs. MMA. Ha ha ha, you watch. Ice sticks. How can I good training? Yeah. How do you develop iron will? Depends who your teacher is, what kind of exercises they show you. In Shaolin or just the martial realm, we have Qigong and Neigong. Okay? And a lot of those exercises comprise of mind exercises. Okay? Your mind drives your body. We already know this. So explore Neigong Qigong, okay? Breathing exercises. Well, Mr. Salim, how did you bypass the 18 plus setting? I would not start Iron Palm if you're 13, no. Am I a monk? No, I'm not a monk. You don't need to be a monk to practice Shaolin Kung Fu. But I would tell you to build your body up, young man. Do your push-ups, your squats, your pull-ups. Of course, there's an 18 plus setting. When you said I want to learn Scotland, you have to pay for a class, and I can't afford that at the moment. Any workarounds you can suggest? My friend, you have to pay for everything in life. I was broke at this time when I started learning as well. I've slept on people's couches. I've been sleeping in my car. If you really want it, there's nothing that can stop you. And I'm not just talking from fantasy realm. I've been there where you are. The Shaolin Temple is mostly a fraud, unfortunately. It's a tourist destination, okay? Set up by the government. So you won't really learn some some real deep things there. You really have to find the masters that have it. Tumo breathing, yes, of course. These are basic understanding. That is more Tibetan Tumo. I'm more so meaning any free methods like videos I can look at. There is. You message me on one of my videos, or if you have Instagram, it's on my channel. Private message me. I'll send you a link that you can start yourself. For free. Mr. Big Fish, I don't know what grandmaster and lineage you're from. And just because they don't do this doesn't mean that you are the standard of martial arts, right? Unless you really think that. The Way of the Spirit Fist. Oh my goodness, another Western flunky fantasy realm. There's no such thing as a... I don't know what he even said. Bad stream, he's not answering. What? Yeah. You're supposed to do is punch sand, not a rock. Do you think sand is more dense than granite? What is wrong with that person? My brother in Christ, long runs, bag work, light sparring. That is the basics. Long runs, first of all, you're getting catabolic. You're not meant to run. You're meant to sprint as a human being. Go look at the new information. Go look at the research. You're just destroying, especially if you're running on pavement. Forget about it. You're a complete GMO. And kicking the heavy bag is just basic conditioning. But again, people want to know what they want to know. Sand is denser than granite. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with people? Holy crap. Yeah. Tell me how long distance runners do after 10-20 years, kiddo. Yeah. Actually, I'm not killing any nerves because I have all feelings in my hand. Use sand. Sand is not stronger than granite. I'm very sorry. I don't know where you went to school or where your place of education was. Sand is the beginning. When you start doing it, then you move up to small pieces of marble or granite, and then you move to a big stone. Have a good day, Kaya. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Their knees are dead. Their knees are dead. They have no calves. They're very catabolic. Long distance runners is not the way, my friend. It's good to run, but not like that. My friend, I can't just have you spamming that you want to buy my stone all the time. I have to block you. Maybe till next time. Auto spell is for free. Do you punch wood? Of course. Nobody said anything about Muay Thai, but I'm glad you feel better after that. Personally work on my pointer. People are actually crazy. Strengthening the hands, that's just one benefit. This is a basement, Mr. Espinoza. Yes, the Keyboard Warrior Society. Great and mighty in the mind. Mr. Espinoza, please watch out for ice, my friend. That's who you need to watch out for, not my Power Ranger basement. So what are you doing? You two beat the fuck? Majority of people are slow, unfortunately. You're just gonna have boxing fracture. Really? I always punch heavy bags. I never have a boxing fracture. Can you punch a heavy bag bare knuckle? That's the real question. That's how you will get boxer fracture. If you hit plastic, you will absorb petroleum toxic byproduct, okay? Certain poisons, petroleum poisons, or petrol-based poisons. How many reps per day? When you first start, I already explained it in my video, in my playlist. Right now, I don't count. I just count the time. Do I condition my shins? Yes, sir. I hit my knuckles on a wooden dummy, and after that, the cotton bag with the marble inside. It's called being, hold on, Mr. Chucky Styles, it's called being facetious, okay? You want to throw some sarcasm? I'll throw some sarcasm back at you. Do you take calcium or supplements? No, I don't take that stuff, but I do take certain herbs and formulas and tinctures, and I have the external rub for the hand, which supplies and promotes straight bone growth, okay? Prevents rheumatoid and osteoarthritis. Mr. Hassan, please watch your blood pressure, my friend. It's not even noon. Watch your cortisol level. You're still a young man. You do knuckle push-ups. Check my channel. Kyle the Irishman, what's going on? If you want to start, I have playlists on my channel. Check them out. Could you explain me why you're hitting a stone? Might sound stupid. Check out my videos, my playlists. I set up playlists on my channel. What kind of hardening did you try? If your hands are hurting, maybe you don't have the medicine, maybe you're going too fast and you're doing something else, you're hitting something very strong above your level. Start with your level. I'll check them out. I bare knuckle box. Oh, yes, sir. You will benefit this very much so. I make it myself. I received the formula from my Sifu. So that's why I don't buy those herbal formulas online, even if they're made by so-called traditional Chinese medicinal doctors, because they don't practice iron palm. They can only research certain things. But these formulas are passed down from lineage, okay, from generation to generation in the lineage, in the system, from people that actually trained iron palm for 20, 30, 40 years without having any kind of injuries. You tried wood for hardening. So what form? Wooden dummy, small pieces of wood, a wooden stick. How often do I practice conditioning? About 4 or 5 days out of the week. My opinion on diet is just have a balanced diet. Don't go to keto unless you need to right away for a short burst of, don't do it long term. You're going to get acidosis. You're telling me a diet restricts blueberries and fruits? That doesn't sound right. Eat your fruits in its season, 100%. Have a balanced diet. Small pieces of wood. In what format? Like you just lay them out or you put them in a bag? Again, if you want to really start, check out my playlist. I have a free video how to start iron palm training. Has a stone ever broke? No, brother. This is granite. You can't break this. This is literally granite. I'd like to see you condition your shins. I have videos on that. I have videos showing about me breaking that. So that means things come and go. That means you need to supplement other things than fruits. Okay. Again, people want to debate about not eating meat and doing all this stuff. I can tell you that if you're cultivating a certain energy, like the Shaolin monks do, they don't eat meat, but they eat eggs. Okay, certain products like that. But they're mostly vegetarian because they're trying to cleanse out their body. And then other times when they need to be really strong, they will consume meat. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Where are my hands damaged? Are my fingers crooked? Please don't speak out of ignorance. Research. You have to build up to increase your pain threshold. How is my hands not damaged? I don't know. You tell me. I promise you, anybody that does this 3 times, you're going to damage your hand. You're going to go, ah! So there's a difference. That means something is happening. I don't know what bone smash is. But I can tell you, just because your bones are more dense, it doesn't mean it's going to protect you and cushion you from the pain and damage. There is something else. Yeah, because you're not supposed to punch metal walls. That's just something people do because it looks tough. But as I said, if you really learn from a proper Sifu that does it, there's a proper method. There's levels. Actually, it can hurt even if you're doing it right, but that's the first stage, you know? Just like when I'm hitting the wooden dummy, after a while it doesn't hurt, and then you go to earth, and it's a whole different animal. It has to hurt because it's a different element. No, my nerves are not damaged. Even this. Do this 10 times. Not a slap. Okay? Your palm. Do this 10 times. See how it feels. Mr. Robert, please seek therapy. I'm not a therapist, unfortunately. Why did I start? Because I love Shaolin Kung Fu. And Ashley said she's a construction worker and she does something similar. How do you hit rocks at construction sites? And what trade are you in? I don't know about people hitting granite stones. I do this for about an hour. Mung beans to pebbles, nice. I've been training for 13 years. Oh, because your name is Ashley, that's why I say. I didn't know you were a man. You punch walls and wood, fences, boards. Why would you punch that? Oh, you're a scaffolder. Well, don't punch things. Don't just punch things. And always have the recovery method. Whatever system you're practicing. I can't just give away things because I don't know. You're practicing something, I'm practicing something. I'm not just going to give away these inner door things. That's a different kind. As a rock climber, I will agree granite is harder than your hand. Of course granite is harder. Even marble is harder, guys. Come on. Take care. Oh, that's hilarious, Anthony. That's funny. My Sifu, I have two Sifus that I learned this from. The first is Sifu Zhang Yushan from Taiwan, the monkey master of Taiwan. And one of his students, William, who also has a school in Taiwan. And you can look up the monkey master of Taiwan, actually. You can see some real iron palm. Okay, breaking granite blocks this thick. Okay? Never mind bricks. Do I train boxing? I do. I love boxing. Boxers are some of the sharpest, if not the sharpest strikers on the planet. Who's my favorite boxer? I don't have a favorite boxer. Someone said they want to see my knuckles. See, no calluses, no bumps. I have a few favorite boxers. Oh, of course, Mr. Lewis. I'm not one of those kung fu guys that say, oh, jiu-jitsu, boxing is crap. Even though I started with Wing Chun, I went to kickboxing, Muay Thai boxing after that, Sambo, jiu-jitsu, to figure out what is really fighting, okay? And then to apply some Wing Chun techniques in the ring, which can work. You just got to work at it. But you need the striking, 100%. You need the kickboxing IQ. Somebody said, happy birthday, Mr. Dixon. This is to build muscle meat on that spot, hence not hitting knuckles. My knuckles are already conditioned. I already hit it on marble and wood. Okay, but this is a granite stone. I'm not trying to really hit this. This is a different purpose. Okay. And the real mission, the real thing, is to actually develop enough muscle fascia. That's what we're really developing. Again, I explain all of this in my not tutorials, my playlist videos. Okay. MMA or boxing? Of course, you have to choose MMA just from the grappling, just from the wrestling perspective. Somebody gets you in a body lock, headlock, single leg, double leg, on the pavement, you're done. But I'll tell you, a good sharp right or hook can also end something. So I will just say, to be more well-rounded, have your striking on point. Okay. And if you're a boxer, okay, you can box, add some elbows to your arsenal. I've seen a fight be over from a headbutt. Okay, even understand that headbutts are effective. Oh, that's dirty though. Well, there's no ref in the street. What do I do to train knuckles and overall strength in hands? Mr. Connor, check out my playlist. I cover a lot of that. Wing Chun and Muay Thai, yes, it is a good combo because the Wing Chun teaches you about sensitivity. So when you learn the clinch, okay, when you start learning clinch work in Muay Thai, it fits very good. Yeah, check out the videos, my playlist, and any kind of questions or comments, drop them. That's good for today. Thank you. Appreciate it, Lewis. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Okay. Bros never say happy birthday. I told him happy birthday. What do you mean? I already said that. Even in BJJ, certain Wing Chun principles can work on the ground. That's right. The problem I have with Wing Chun and a lot of Kung Fu, same thing with boxing and MMA, I guess, is the pride, the gap, the lack of bridging. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Joe Rogan. Yeah, everyone has their opinion. But there are no belts in Wing Chun. They have sashes. And there's only 3 forms. Siu Lim Tao, Chum Kyu, and BG. And then if you want to learn the dummy, and then if you want to learn the long staff, or the butterfly swords, or the butterfly knives, some people call it. That's it. Fighters fight. Knife fights. I wouldn't get into a knife fight. I never said I was in weight. I don't have to be in weight. I'm not training for a fight. I'm carved up, my friend. But that doesn't mean I can't fight. That's what people assume. If you have an athletic body, you can fight. The real thing is, how is your grip strength? That's the real thing. You can fight, but you're not the best. I never said I was the best. Again, these presumptions are just entertaining at best, but not very. That means you have an insecurity, because I never assumed I was the best. True, but when you do have more... Da, 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 da. No bag work today. We're just gonna do the double end and maybe some of the Cobra bag. Is Hayabusa the best gloves for boxing? I would say it's one of the top, but there are better. Actually do some mace bell first. I could do all of the things you mentioned in your video. How often should I do them? Oh, you mean the wrist strengthening video? Let me know. Hayabusa like the motorcycle? No, brother. Hayabusa like the company, the martial art company. They're mostly kickboxing. But these gloves I got them 2016, and they're still good. I love how they feel. Oh, doing the mace bell first. I just want to show that. Everyone has their opinion on what's the best. You see Bud Crawford, he's using Everlast. I love Everlast too. I love Everlast gloves. Rock climbers do have amazing grip strength. If done wrong, yeah, but this specific mace bell is for your shoulder. Okay, my shoulders have never felt better. That's a 15 pound. Now I'm gonna be doing the 25 pound, which is for more power, strength, grip strength. But again, you're training your grip strength and endurance, two different things. Okay, you can have a very good grip, but if you can't hold it for a long time, you need to train your endurance. So if you're doing it correctly, you get a 10-15 pound to start. I know it sounds light. Start with a 10 to 15 pound, and you start doing the two hands. Okay, and then you progress to the one hand, and you can do all kinds of different exercises. But the 360 swing and the 10 to 2, which is just here, it's not going all the way around. Amazing for your shoulder rotation, shoulders endurance, and your just the injury prevention. Injury prevention. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Start your day. So that stability is low. You are not pausing. Can you rephrase that? I don't really understand. So that stability is low. Again, this works your core as well as your legs, because I can't do this. When I swing, I can't tilt. I have to stay here. So the stability trains your core stability as well. Does it train the serratus anterior? Yes, it trains also your lats and your rotational pull. So especially if you're a wrestler, judoka, you're pulling people, jiu-jitsu, okay, or even just boxing. This is rotation. This is all rotation, right? So this works everything. Upper body strength especially. So I can only recommend the mace bell. How to count the reps is just one full swing. That's one. That's two. Whichever hand you have over. For example, if I have my right hand over my left, I'm swinging it and bringing it over the right. If I have my left hand over my right, swinging it, bringing it over the left. And again, this trains your rotational, your power, punches, throws. Okay. Training fighting is completely different than weightlifting, bodybuilding, calisthenics, powerlifting. I tell you, it's a whole different world. It's not something you can overload. It depends. Again, the 10 to 15 pounds is where you start. Okay, and then you build. Once you get to 20 pounds, this one's a 25, 30. You're building more strength and power. Okay, because you need that explosion. And why there's a pause when I'm doing. For example, we'll do the one hand. Even to lift this with one hand like this takes some power. So if I'm here, I go here, and I stop to balance it. And this works again. Here, your triceps, because I'm balancing it in the center. Okay, you have to balance it in the center. Your wrist is always on fire. So it works a lot. That's why most people, when they start doing it, they'll just, instead of pausing, they'll just keep going. Okay, but you should really pause to get that feeling of control. You want to control this. Okay, that's where the real benefits come. It just takes time. As I said, once you get it, if you get your first mace bell, the first thing you learn is just hold it from the bottom here, centered, so I'm not close. I'm actually out like this. Okay, and this is already an exercise here. Learning to control this. I don't know if you've ever seen like a strength logo of a gym or something. They have a guy holding it like this actually. Okay, I think the company was Invictus or something like that. But here, this is already an exercise. You're training your grip strength and endurance. You're training your overall strength because again, my core is planted. Okay, I'm not leaning. I'm not doing this. I'm here. My triceps. Okay, the shoulders. Train that until you can get a 360. And then you can get even more fancier. You can start doing the one hand or two hand. Look, I'll show you the two hand here. We go here, do a squat. Squat. Okay, this takes a lot of more balance, especially with the one hand. If I'm here, okay, and then you squat. Okay, takes more power. Always do both sides. Also, when you first start it, you get your mace bell, learn to just grab it and even do the twists with your forearms. This really works your grip, and you can use leverage. You can go up for harder, or actually this way. You can go away from the bar, the bell, and it increases the difficulty. Really works your grip. Mr. Maximus, you don't have the grip strength of a real adult male. How can you have the balls to talk? If I just grab one thing, these people are crazy. Try to get one. That's not that much. It's like, well, we're on Canadian, but I guess Americans like $40. 25 pound is crazy, but take care, Chris. I got mine on Amazon, but any kind of, I guess, weightlifting strength supply store, equipment store, they'll have it. But I got mine on Amazon. Yeah, take care, Goku. Big Five stores? No. I don't know what that is. think you guys appreciate it. Yes, I train kicks as well, but that's only for punches and elbows mainly. No, I've been training for 13 years, but I don't compete. I just love it. This is amazing training. All it is a baseball. What's the equipment called? You just buy a baseball, my friend. But please wear gloves unless you have the fists. But bungee cord, that's the main thing. The bungee, you need to have it's not a rope. A rope will just go like this. It'll just swing. This gives it bounce. So your eyes are focusing on something very small, moving at a rapid pace. So it builds damn near cat reflexes, okay? Animal instincts. Because you need to block it, punch it, kick it, duck it, weave it, everything. Work on your angles. Pressing kicks, whatever kind of kicks you want. Elbows. Okay, blocks. Tell you, it's not as easy as it looks. Within 1 week, you're gonna have a different eyes. And best part about it is that can be a cool down or warm up. Yes, animal, animal instincts. Animals have such high reflexes, depending on which ones, of course. Those guys feel it before it happens. Yeah, I know the ball with the bag. It's okay because it's here. You're still doing this in front, but it doesn't offer the 360. Remember, this is 360. Okay, with that one, you can only punch. You can't even slip or weave. So, reflexes, accuracy with precision. Reflexes and precision are two different things. They're almost alike, but they're different. So it trains your yeah, it's 360. Look, that's what I mean with that one. It's only here. You're doing this, right? It's coming this way. You're doing this. This guy goes everywhere, right? This guy goes here. You can kick, duck, elbow. You can't really elbow that one. Okay, elbow, elbow, duck. Okay, practice your slips, rolls, and then of course your kicks as well. So that's why I say this is superior. I like that, but this is much faster, much more fast moving, I'll say, okay? Twitching, pretty much. All right, thank you guys so much for today. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Check out my playlist, support the channel. Take care, guys.